Okay, so to bury a body, you're going to need phosphorus, a shovel, dental floss, chewing gum, and a suspicious-looking turtle. But first, now this is a really important part. I've already stalled for time. Your location has been traced, and police have already been dispatched to your address, you sick, twisted sociopaths! Okay, so for those of yons who didn't immediately cut the power and therefore presumably have not committed a crime, I need you to listen, and listen good, because this is also relatively important. Allow me to switch the camera, go back in time, so you can see the whites of my eyes, okay? Alright, that's better. How the hell are you, mortals? It is I, Gregor the Gravedigger. I need you to listen. I need you to listen real well. Because this stuff is, like, important. Sure, it's, like, not burying a body important. But, you know, if the body's already dead, it's not going anywhere anyway. So you might as well spend a couple minutes listening to Uncle Gregor here, because I gotta impart some morals on you about stuff you see and you watch on the tubes. Now, see, the fact of the matter is, a lot of the stuff you watch on the tubes today, it's garbage. And you can spend hours and hours and hours watching the same old garbage again and again, because the world is just deprived of art. At some point, which is very fishy, art just, then some other stuff that isn't art came that is just there to hold your attention. It's a travacracy, I tell you, a travacracy. So, instead of, you know, watching hours of garbage upon garbage, you shouldn't, or, you know, if you're going to watch garbage after garbage, anyway, of the same old garbage, why not give this garbage a chance? Ha ha! Yeah, see what I did there? Smooth transition. Okay, so yeah, seriously, watch us. Give us a chance. Like, if you don't watch this show, Duct Tape Coffin, I mean, you're just gonna watch the same old garbage when you can watch the new old garbage, okay? Okay. Now, I need you to stick with us after the break, because I'm going to do something special, yes? Gregor the Gravedigger. I'm going to say some stuff to get me canceled. We'll have a great time. Come back after break and see you then. Ha-ha! McDonald's is your kind of place. Hamburgers in your face. French fries up your nose. Pickles between your toes, and don't forget those famous shakes made from those polluted lakes. McDonald's is your kind of place.
Wickham Corner Station 13 presents.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Welcome back. How the hell are you? It is I, Gregor the Gravedigger here, your controversial curator of curiosities, your heinous hoarder of horrors, your anachronized narrator of nightmarish nonsense. Ha ha! And what I got here? What's I got here? I'm going to show you what I got here, because I didn't forget it. It's around here somewhere. You know what? Actually, here. Swing a bit while I get what's there. Swing a bit. Okay. And what I got here? What I got here? This here, friends. This is a book on the future. Yeah, and I know it might look a bit suspiciously, might I add, like a dictionary. But, hey, wait on you 1 second. This isn't a dictionary. You know why? Because Gregor, he don't need no dictionary. Because I can vocabulate just fine. Oh, that's a big book. All right, but you know, there's something I learned about this book from the future. I learned about a little thing. You know, the future folk calls canceling. So this thing called canceling, it's like a future thing where people, they don't look at you. They don't talk to you. They don't go anywhere near you. And I thought to myself about this canceling, I thought to myself. And I thought, wow, canceling, this is awesome. So wait, let me get this straight. The only thing I gotta do for people to leave me the hell alone and allow me to live out my dreams of being a complete shut-in was just to be myself and just exhibit wildly inappropriate behavior? Wow, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard. Ha ha ha. And to think for all these years I've been holding back. Well, tonight, folks, tonight, I'm going to say the most controversial things. You've heard it. You heard right. The most controversial things I can possibly think of in the current year of 1957. Ha-ha, future people. You better get out your cancel sticks. Because I assume that's how it's done. But, so here we go. Here, let me get you some momentum before we go. So I've been thinking about this whole man-woman thing. And you know what I think? You know what I think? Man, woman, equals. Oh, so controversial. Oh, those future people must be fuming with the cancellation right now. Ha ha! All right, and let's do another one. You know what? You know something else? Big corporations? Maybe, I'm just speculating here, maybe they don't have the public's interests at heart and are in fact a little evil? Wow! Whoa! Oh, so controversial. So controversial. Oh, y'all must be ready. You're probably ready. Your future folk are ready to cancel me here and now. But I got one more for you. You know, depictions of native people in films? Maybe they're actually pretty messed up and, how I may say, wrong? Oh, the controversies. And you know something else? In those films, those white historical heroes, well, maybe in real life, they're just white historical pricks. Ow! So much the controversies. Hey, you're losing momentum. Hang on. Don't spoil this moment. Okay, look. Tonight's vision. As you know, some of you might remember, I'm Gregor the Gravedigger, your host of Horror Past, and I bring you the visions. The visions that make you the better personages, so you can live out your life, and hopefully in a different fashion than however you're currently planning. No matter how small, you know, but, you know, wait a second. You're losing momentum. Alright, here we go. Alright. So, tonight's vision is from 1940, entitled House of Horror. You know, like the Fortune of the Wheels. You know, but it's the House of Horror. Now, the interesting things about this this film, this vision, I said vision, is that it was originally had a different title. And while House of Horror was a working title, and that's what they called it throughout most of production, some unscrupulous descriptors, you know, they give the descriptions of the film, they called it Son of in the title of a completely different movie that it had nothing to deal with. Now, the problem is that other movie it had nothing to do with, which was successful, and that's why they named this movie after that movie, was entirely problematic. And it's, you know, kind of not good in any stretch of the imagination today. So, what we're going to do, we're going to give it by its original title, House of Horror. I've already changed the title cards. You're welcome. So yeah, not that visions have title cards, but it's a vision, and you're gonna watch it. So you know what? See you when I'm totally canceled. Ha ha!
Rising to the laws of the state, I pronounce you man and wife. You may now kiss your bride.
I'll be singing all the time in my mind. I'll be singing all the time in my mind.
Oh, Mr. Bradshaw.
Congratulations, my boy.
Thanks.
And you have a wonderful little wife. You'll have to excuse me for getting here so late. Had a little business in court, you know.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Bradshaw.
Suppose you're off on your honeymoon?
Not yet. We're going to have a wedding breakfast at my mother's house.
Well, good luck to you both. And remember, if I can ever be of service, just call on me.
But you specialize in divorce cases, and we won't need you. Will we, dear?
You bet we won't, honey. Well, goodbye, Mr. Bradshaw.
Goodbye.
Where you spend your honeymoon, Bob?
Niagara Falls.
That's bad. A friend of mine spent his honeymoon there. Didn't sleep a wink. He said the falls kept him awake.
Well, in that case, maybe we'll go to Honolulu.
Honolulu, get that Honolulu.
Wait a minute. Let's get organized. Who's going with me? I'm going with me. No, I'm taking my car. I'll take four of them. Well, come on, let's go.
Hello, Nelson.
Hello, Brad.
Well, there they go.
Yeah. Won't be long now.
Well. If it isn't my very good friend, Dr. Helen Jackson.
I'm not your very good friend. You're only my lawyer.
Now, please, Doctor, you mustn't take it that way. Detective Nelson, Dr. Helen Jackson.
I don't like detectives, especially fat ones. How do you do, Mr. Nelson? Mr. Bradshaw, I'd like to see you at my home right away. I want you to make out a will.
A will?
Yes, a will, my will. Don't you know how to make out a will?
Why, yes, of course, but who's to be your beneficiary? You haven't got any...
That's none of your business. Good day, Mr. Nelson. Oh, how much are you going to charge me?
Oh, I guess it'll be worth about...
Never mind what it's worth. I'll give you $5, not a cent more.
But wait a minute, Doctor. Can I give you a lift in my car?
Oh, no. Never been in one of those fool contraptions yet. Certainly ain't going to start now. Not at my age.
They tell me that old lady's got enough money to burn up a wet mule. She's got money, all right. But where she keeps it, no one knows.
This is it.
Oh, Bob, this is lovely.
Aren't you glad it's all over?
You bet I am. But didn't we fool the gang when we told them we were going to Honolulu on our honeymoon?
Mm-hmm. But this is going to be a better honeymoon than we could have any place else in the world. Isn't it?
Yes, dear. In our own little home. And all alone.
So this is Honolulu. Well, well, well. Say, we might run into Bob and Eleanor Lindsay here.
That's
They said they were coming to Honolulu on their honeymoon.
Where are they? Well, doggone. Look at there. Oh, yeah.
Say, what is this?
Bob, my boy, this is the beginning of a party. When it'll end, nobody knows. What do you say?
I think that would be lovely.
Well, why not?
Oh, boy.
Let's go.
Listen, boy. Folks, the party is on.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Well, I guess it's all right. Well, I suppose you're waiting for your money.
No, not exactly. But,
Well, go on. What is it?
I had to have a couple of witnesses. I think we should give them something for their trouble, don't you?
No. What you think is none of my business. I promised to pay you $5. That's all you're going to get. Good day, Mr. Bradshaw.
Good day, Doctor.
Oh, well, there's no more necking. No more pecking. And no more nothing that's fun. And now, old pal, you'll soon find out that two can't live as cheap as one. So long, old pal, long goodbye. Our party makes us know that you can't run with us no more. So long, old pal, so long, goodbye. Perhaps we'll meet again on high. We thought that you would always be a champion of liberty. So long, old pal, so long, goodbye. We'll meet again before we die. You absolutely nullified Mr. Barney Bear's the most famous ride. So long, old pal, so long, goodbye. We haven't even asked you the reason why. You surely didn't go back on old George, who fought so hard at Valley Forge. So long, old pal, so long, goodbye. The hour of parting really makes us cry. Give our regards to your wife and say goodbye to paradise. So long, pal. We surely hate to leave you. So long, pal.
It's yours, Johnny Grievous.
So long, pal.
We're gonna get out.
So long, old pal, goodbye.
Well, man, how about playing that chirp song for the bride and groom?
Chirp song? Which one?
Something about you drive gloom away or something.
Oh, you mean you drove the gloom away? Oh, there, Bob. That's a good song to sing down there. Drove the gloom away. Swing it, boys.
When the sky is cloudy and gray and it rains so hard all day, you did something sweet to me. You drove the gloom away. When snow is on the ground and the tree leaves couldn't be found, you did something sweet to me. You drove the gloom away. Bees warm around you. They think it's fine. Oh, I'm so wild about you, baby. And to top it off your mind, when snow was on the ground and the tree leaves couldn't be found, you did something sweet to me. You drove the gloom away. Now when the sky is cloudy and gray and it rains so hard all day, you did something sweet to me. Oh, baby, you drove the gloom away. When snow was on the ground and the tree leaves couldn't be found, you did something sweet to me. Oh, baby, you drove the gloom away. Bees warm around you. They think it's fine. Oh, I'm so wild about you, baby. And to top it off your mind, when snow is on the ground and the tree leaves couldn't be found, you did something sweet to me. You drove the gloom away. You drove the gloom away. You drove the gloom away.
Oh, baby, you drove the gloom away.
Yeah!
Well, it's getting kind of late, Bob. I think we better go.
Eleanor, we want to apologize for breaking in and taking charge of your new home and everything. We want to surprise you.
Oh, don't apologize. We really don't know how to thank you. Why, we've had a wonderful time. Haven't we, Bob?
You bet we have.
And listen, I want to say and bring the boys over real soon, will you?
Sure, anytime, Eleanor, anytime.
And Fred, when you and Martha get married...
What is it, Bob?
It looks like a fire. I think it's the foundry.
The foundry?
That's what it looks like from here. And if it is, I won't have a job to go to in the morning.
Well, why don't you go and see if it really is the foundry?
Yes, come on, we'll drive over my car.
Oh, but this is our wedding night.
Yes, but that fire's probably burning you out of a job. Come on, let's go.
Go on, Bob. They're waiting.
Okay, honey. Run along and get a wrap.
Oh, but I'm not going.
And why not?
Oh, I don't like fires. And besides, I'm a little tired. You run along. I'll wait.
Nothing doing. I'm not going to leave you in this house all alone.
Robert James Lindsay, are you going to quarrel with me on our wedding night? Now, you run along and see what's happening to your job.
Oh, but, honey, I don't want to.
I'll be right here when you come back. Safe, sound, and waiting.
Waiting? Okay.
May I come in?
Oh, you startled me.
I'd like to talk with you for a moment. Well, that is, if you don't mind.
Certainly, Doctor. Come in.
Thank you.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Thank you. I just come over to thank you for inviting me to your wedding.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Yeah, but what I want to know is, just why did you invite me?
Really, I don't know what to say, except we were trying to select the best people in town.
And you feel that I am as important as Mrs. Jones and Mrs. Bradshaw and people like that?
Why, Doctor, I think you're much more important.
And you really wanted to invite me in spite of all the evil things they say about me?
I most certainly did. You see, I know a lot about the good deeds you've done. And I don't think there's any truth in the things people say about you. I also know it was you who paid the mortgage on the colored children's home.
Who told you that?
My foster parents. They told me many things about you. They knew you even before you went to Africa on a missionary. Didn't they? Did you know my real parents?
I knew them both very well. Your mother and I were schoolmates. I introduced her to your father. They fell in love with each other, and they were married.
I've often wondered what they were like, but all I know about them is what I've been told.
They're both dead, child. They were killed in a tornado when you were 10 months old. It was only a miracle that you escaped. Your parents were good people, both of them. I last saw them on the day they were married. After that, I went to Africa. Your mother looked just as you do now. I might have been your mother. She was younger than I was. Youth must be served always.
You loved my father, too.
I loved him, too.
Was it the foundry?
Yes. And you know what that means.
It means you can go on your honeymoon right away. Well, I'd better be going and leave you two alone. I almost forgot what I came for. I brought you a little present. Here. Your father gave me that before he married your mother. It's yours now. Take it. You're the only person in the world I'd give that to. I hope you like what's inside. Well, good night.
Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
And pleasant dreams.
Aha! Welcome back, mortals, from your tantalizing vision. Oh, I tell you, that Bob and Eleanor, they really know how to throw one golden party. You know, the partying, as the youngin' folks say, the partying or the shindigging indeed, can be very, very difficult to, break the ice. I knew this guy. I knew this one guy. Boy, I tell you, he really used his head when breaking the ice at a party. You think he used a hammer, but no. I think the last party he did was his funeral. Yeah, sad thing that. Anyway, no, actually, come to think that I also know another guy. You know, at the beginning of the party, he'd just jump out the window. I mean, I'll admit his methods, you know, they were a bit unorthodox, but he sure made an impression, that he did. That he did. Give me a second, I swallowed a spider. Oh, sorry, I made a mouth volcano. That's Gregor. I run it on, you know, like, constant curmudgeonness and formaldehyde. Those are the two things that fuel me. Anyway, we thank you for watching this presentation, this vision now, of House of Horror. So, you know, tonight's vision, it stirs, the incomparable Laura Bowman as the Doctors Helen Jackson, Alfred Grant as Robert Lindsay, and Daisy Bufford as Eleanor Lindsay, O.J. Morris as Brad Shaw, and with our guest appearance Jesse Graves as the Chief of Detectives. And featuring the Toppers as themselves. Meanwhile, Arthur Ray plays Dr. Helen Jackson's no-count brother, Zeno Jackson, with Spencer Williams as Nelson. And you know, while we're at it, can we just see that one interaction between Laura Bowman and Spencer Williams?
Detective Nelson, Dr. Helen Jackson.
I don't like detectives, especially fat ones.
Oh! Oh! She just comes out and says it. You know, a fun side note, Spencer Williams wrote this, so he had to write his own insult. You know, props to him. Oh, excuse me. Not to forget, Zach Williams as Ingina. Oh yeah, and while we're at it, the odd thing about this movie, it kind of was lacking in the music and in the sound effects. So the presentation you're getting tonight, yeah, Gregor had to edit quite some bit, and I hope it's appreciated. Yeah, so a lot of the sounds you're hearing were inserted here for the first time. Fun. Lots of work for me, though. Oh, yeah. It was directed by Richard C. Kahn. And, you know, it was like, it was made by SAC Amusement Enterprises. So just you stay tuned. Here on Welcome Corner 13 in beautiful Bumpus, Virginia. I will be back, but before I go, I'd like to say another controversial thing. You know what I think? I think rich people, maybe, I'm speculating here, this is just a maybe they're not really getting where they are because of skill or experience. Heck, maybe they're lucky, or worse yet, maybe some of those rich people were born rich. Oh, the controversials. Anyway, no, that was a good one. Anyway, I shall return you to your vision and see you back promptly, as the youngin' folks say.
Well, Zeno, I see you haven't learned that breaking in houses and climbing through windows is bad business.
Yeah. And I see you ain't learned that hiding gold from the government is also bad business.
Just what do you mean by that?
Do you know what I mean? You've got $20,000 in gold hidden somewhere in this old house. Gold you brought back from Africa. Gold you didn't turn into the government. And I want half of it.
Are you asking me to divide my life's earnings with you merely because you're my no-good brother? Is that it?
You catch on quick, don't you? I'm not asking. I'm taking. See?
The last thing you took was 10 years in the penitentiary.
Yeah. 10 seems to be my lucky number, don't it? Sure it is. That's why I'm only taking half your gold. Savvy?
You know, you're very, very amusing.
Now listen, sister. Don't try any of your funny business, or someone's liable to get hurt.
Why, I'm surprised at a brave man like you being afraid of a little thing like this.
Never mind the flowers. What is that thing anyway?
It's just a little souvenir that I picked up in Singapore. A Chinese gong striker. Hey, I'll show you how it's used. That didn't hurt you?
No, and it won't do you any good. Because if you try any of your black magic on me, I might forget that you're my sister.
I'm afraid I don't quite understand you, Zeno. Don't look now, but there's a great big man right behind you.
Listen, Helen, that gag's as old as the hills. Why, they've even set it to music.
Is that so? Well, that's just fine. Because Indina likes music. Don't you, Indina? By the way, Zeno, did I understand you to say that you were taking some gold or something?
No. All I want to do is get out of here.
Gina. Bring smock.
Just think, she's kept us all these years, and now she's giving it to me.
I guess she loved your father very dearly. But she must have been a lot older than he was.
I think older men, not too old, always make the best husband.
Oh, you're just saying that because I'm older than you are.
No, I'm not, dear. I'm saying it because it's true.
Well, I guess you're right. What do you say we turn in?
What is it, dear?
I don't know. There's nothing on it, but there's something inside.
Well, where did it come from?
I bet it belongs to that old doctor.
But it wasn't there when she left.
You sure of that?
I'm positive. I wonder what's inside.
I don't know. I'll find out. My secret is a message from the grave.
Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open unto you. That's in the Bible.
Yeah. And look, this sketch is just like that locket she gave you.
That's right.
What's the matter with you, Engina? Stop that noise now. What's the matter with you? Bad. Now look what you've done. I told you not to play with that knife. You'll cut your finger. Wait a minute, I'll fix it for you. Bad boy. Hold still now, it won't hurt you. There now. Now, that didn't hurt. Stop. Now, wait a minute till I tie it up. Hold still now. Stop it. Stop it. You leave this on. You do that again. Stop. Now, go ahead. Go on now. Don't do it again. I've got it. The greatest discovery in medicine since Louis Pasteur. Gina, this is it. If it does what I think it will, I've done more for humanity than anyone else on earth. I don't know why I should worry about humanity. Humanity's never done anything for me. You either, my poor dumb friend. I've given the best years of my life to helping others. Well, there must be some reward for those who give. I'll probably get mine in heaven, if I ever get there. You too, Engina. Stop.
not home, Bob.
Oh, there must be somebody home. The lights are...
I'm going there.
Come on. Dr. Jackson? Dr. Jackson?
Honey, we shouldn't have come. It's late.
There's something funny about this business. I'm going to find out what it is.
I wonder what happened.
I don't know.
Bob, what's the matter?
Now, you stay here.
But what is this?
Never mind. Wait a minute. Now, give me the police. The homicide detail, please. Oh, we've been through all that.
Yeah, we're going through it some more, too.
Take a look at this, Nelson. May this enlighten you.
Oh, so you're a total stranger around here, huh? I give, devise, bequeath to Eleanor Ruth Lindsay all my property, both real and... It is provided, however, that the said real property must never be sold, given away, or otherwise relinquished, and that the said Eleanor Ruth Lindsay shall occupy and live in the house at 1313 Wellman Road as her home as long as she should live. And... So you didn't know the old doctor, huh? Yet she made her will in favor of your wife, and it's dated this very day.
Honestly, Mr. Nelson, I don't know what you're talking about.
And he didn't do it either.
Boy, you're going to have a lot of explaining to do before you go on your honeymoon. All right, boys. Take him away.
Well, they're coming knocking at my mother's door. Yeah, mother, are you ready to go? Well, my mother's too down to buckle up a shoe. Then she shouted hallelujah and yeah, began to...
Is that you, Bob?
Coming?
Well, you just knocked yourself right on in this kitchen.
Coming? Now, honey, what's the trouble?
Bob Lindsay, if you don't stay out of this icebox, I'm going to tear you to pieces. Have you got a ticket?
Well, honey, what are you talking about?
Last week you ate all the roast stuff that was left, bones and all.
What? I mean, like, what? Oh. I see. See, you have returned from your vision. Ha. No, I mean, you're going to get more vision later. But oh, I am... What's that word for agitated? But I am outraged. I am outraged at this film. How are they? Like, what? How do you kill off the most relatable character? I mean, the Dr. Helen Jackson, she knew you do not step outside the walls of your home. Safety is here and now, and it is found in not talking to people, not going outside, which, returns us to my originality. A plan of getting canceled, which is working on spiffedly. Spiffedly, I say. My change of dillies is going there. Okay, sometimes I have the, like the wardrobe malmacations, but, I fixes them. Anyway, I don't need a dictionary. I know your judgmental stare. Any horror. I hope you're liking this vision. This vision about this monster. Let's talk about a monster. I did like Dr. Helen Jackson, but you gotta admit now, she did get herself into one hairy situation. Okay, look. I gotta tell jokes. They're not all gonna be, hey, look, you're losing the momentums again. Yeah, like I was saying, I gotta tell the jokes. They're not all gonna be good. But, you take what you can take what you can get. Now, I do kind of like the monster in this one, though he's not really a monster. Everybody acts like he's a monster, but he's misunderstood like the Frankensteins, Maybe when we see things in life that we think are monstrous, maybe they're just, in fact, misunderstood. And maybe instead of treating, other beings with hostility or animosity, we should do like the Dr. Helen Jackson did. And reach out to them with compassion. Oh, the controversies! The controversy! That statement was so controversial. Ha ha! Cancel me now, future people, so I can live out my dreams of being, like a Dr. Helen Jackson without, like the science or the PhD. That's just... Okay, look. Okay, I'm gonna return you to your visions here on Duct Tape Coffin. Oh, don't go away.
So gloomy here. Bob hasn't been ready since the family burned. And that, too, has made it very hard. And the finance company is threatening to take our new car.
Yes, that's what I thought. Where is Bob? I was hoping to find him here.
He'll be here in just a moment. He just went to the market just around the corner.
Well, that's fine. I want to talk to you two about giving up this old place and moving into better quarters.
Yes, but what about the will?
Don't worry about that. I'm the executor, and I can take care of that very easily. In fact, I've already made a deal for this place, and all we need is your signature.
I would have to talk that over with Bob. Oh, excuse me, please. I have something in on the stove cooking. You just sit right down and make yourself at home. Bob will be back in a jiffy.
are, madam.
Thanks. Did you see Attorney Bradshaw?
No, where is he?
He's right in the sitting room.
Well, that's funny. I didn't see him. Well, I'll go right in and apologize.
And ask him to stay for lunch.
Up his shoes and he shouted hallelujah and began to move, then he moved on down by and Josephine crying glory hallelujah. I've been redeemed cause I've done my duty. I got on my traveling shoes.
Yes, sir. 1313 Wellman Road. Same house, Chief. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. It had been made out, but hadn't been signed. Oh, they're both here. I got them right here looking at me. They couldn't get away if they wanted to. Yes, sir. We searched this old house from attic to basement. That is, only there ain't no basement. Well, his neck was broken and 2 ribs caved in and his back twisted. I was thinking that maybe he committed suicide until I found out that both arms was busted, and then I couldn't figure it out. Sir? No, sir.
I think you reached
No, sir, Chief.
in uniform. That's what I think.
No, sir, I don't want to go back in uniform.
Well, you blockhead, don't you know that
Yes,
a man
sir.
can't kill himself and then break both of
Yes,
his
sir.
arms? Well, you'd better find out who's doing that killing.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Chief. I was going to leave Jones here with you folks, but the Chief thinks this case needs a real detective on it, so I'm going to stick around. You can go now, Jones.
Sorry, we haven't got an extra room to put you up in, Mr. Nelson. But we can spread a blanket on the sofa and you can stay there.
Oh, don't worry about that, my boy. The law never sleeps. You folks better run along and get some rest. I'm going to take it easy for a while and do a little thinking. Good night.
Good night, Mr.
Good night, Mr. Nelson.
going on here? Who's keeping all that noise?
It's a burglar.
What burglar? Where? When?
He went out of that door.
What hit me anyway?
I did. I thought I was hitting the burglar.
Oh. Hey, what's the idea? There ain't no burglar out there. Oh, my head. Yeah, wait a minute. Let me help you. All right. Right over here now. All right, now, you'll be all right in a minute.
But the burglar, he got away.
Oh, you just take it easy. Don't you worry about no burglar. If there's any burglars around here, I'll find them.
As the door turneth upon its hinges, so doth the slothful upon his bed. Proverbs 26:14. don't like the taste of lead, Mr. Jungle Man. Do you? Well, you better get used to it. Because I'm going to feed you up plenty of it. You're a tough old bird, ain't you? Well, I'm going to send you where it's nice and warm. Warmer than it was in Africa, where you came from.
Hey! Keep your television nose survival! And I will see you in just a little while. This is Gregor the Gravedigger, and you're watching Duct Tape Coffin! Comet! It makes your teeth so green! Comet! It tastes like Vaseline! Comet! It made you vomit! So why not try some Comet today? Oh boy. I guess old Zeno, he got it in the end. Well, serves you right. What goes around comes around, or what comes around goes around. Or the merry-go-round. When the merry-go-round broke down, one of those delis. Ha ha! This has actually not been that bad of a vision. It's actually pretty good. This is a pretty darn good vision, if I do say. And I say, yes, verily indeed. Quite right. Yes. So I like to take a moment just to just back up a bit and discuss some of our stuff that we're doing here around the station. And Gregor would like to announce the winners of Gregor the Gravedigger's unannounced uncontest. See, a lot of these hosty shows, they do a contest, but we do an uncontest. So basically, I pick from a hat. I pick a name from a hat, or like a spittoon or something. And I tell you what you have not won. So let's go into this. Let me get my thingy. It's down here somewhere. Oh, where is it? Ha-ha. My little box of stirs. All right. Okay, I got one here. Let's see here. This is a funky looking name. Okay. It is Ernest Clay Puckett. Ernest Clay Puckett. You are the winner of Gregor the Gravedigger's unannounced contest. Oh. We didn't announce it, and you're not going to win anything. But let me tell you what you have not won, sir. You haven't won the respect of your peers. You haven't won it. You're not going to earn it. And you should just better accept it's never going to happen. Yep. And with that, kind sirs, madams, things, creepy, crawling things, apparitions, goblins, ghouls, fang-tooth vampires, non-fang-tooth vampires, because, we're inclusive. Back to the vision. Oh, wait, let me hit you for that. You thought you could get back without me doing it? All right.
Bob.
Huh? What's the matter?
I thought I heard some shots.
I don't hear anything. It must have been a car backfiring. Oh, my head. Come on, honey. Let's get some sleep.
I tell you, Chief, there's another one. Yeah. A dead man. Yeah. No, not me. This is me talking to you. Well, you better send the whole force, and you better get here fast if you want me to wait for you.
Nelson, my wife's gone. She's disappeared. I've looked all over the place for her. Well, don't just stand there, man. Do something. Say something. She's disappeared.
Boy, she's lucky.
You hear that? That's Eleanor's voice. You hear it? Hey, look. Eleanor, what happened? Are you hurt? Hey, you! You're under arrest! Come on, put out your hands! Hurry up! There now, honey. You're all right. All our troubles are going up in smoke.
Oh, but Bob, everything we've got is gone. Our furniture, our clothes.
Don't worry, dear. I'm almost glad it's over with. Anything's better than living in that horrible house.
What happened?
Mister, if you can tell me anything that didn't happen, I'll put in with you.
Where's Nelson?
He's in there, I'm afraid.
Poor Nelson. One of my best men. A brave officer and a brilliant detective. Thanks, Chief. How did you get out?
Never mind how. If you'd have seen what I saw when I come to, man, oh man. And I was gonna rest that thing. I'd have been here a lot sooner. But these things are heavy.
What are those?
Well, they...
Never mind. Where'd you get them?
Well, I was...
Shut up! Who do they belong to?
Well, here's your new furniture, honey. And a lot of new clothes.
And here's our new home.
And so concludes our tantalizing vision from this night. Tantalizing! Anyway, you might have noticed during our show that our background changed. Well, there's a very, very good explanation for that. And that's your memory's bad. It's always been like that. Don't question it. So I hope, by the way, you've enjoyed this vision. And, I hope it has steered you onto a better path of something or other. I don't even know anymore. Anyway, I would know, this is the part where I normally say, see, until next time, or, regards from the graveyard. But when you think about it, I'm canceled. I don't have to deal with you anymore. Haha, you're someone else's problem now. Haha. Wait a second. Wait. Kind of think of it, counseling. 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 Look, people don't look at you. They don't speak to you, and they stay the hell away from you. Wait a second. Counseling? That's just being poor. I wonder what poor people did to be canceled. I guess we'll never know. Only the future knows. Well, anyway, this has been fun, but I'm Gregor the Gravedigger. Regards from the graveyard, and see you in the hereafter.
In Bethlehem in Israel a blessed babe was born, and laid within a manger upon this blessed morn, to which his mother Mary did nothing take in scorn. O tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. O tidings of comfort and joy.
Nobody important was harmed in the making of this show. Duct Tape Coffin was filmed before a dead studio audience.
Greetings there, cohorts and fiends, and welcome to the Droid Draw portion of this show, where Gregor shows you how to droid draw stuff. And now, today, we're going to do a, what is it? B-A-M, a BAM? BAM, a BAM, a bug-eyed monster. So this time, we're going to just do a regular circles for eyes. Just your regular, good old-fashioned circles. But they best be big. They best be big, because we're going to do a bug-eyed monster. And you can't imagine no bug-eyed monster with no little bitty Eddie eyes. Okay, so there's going to be our eyes. And like, same as last time, I'm going to do a little curvy curve above the eyes. A little curvy curve. But I'm going to make it a bigger curvy curve today. I can hear some airplanes. You probably can too. Just ignore them. Just ignore them, because we really don't have any choice. Okay, so we're going to do that. Now we're going to do a little nose. And a nose is just going to be a couple lines, couple diagonal lines. Then we're going to do a curvy curve above them. Curvy curves. Yes, sirree, for a BAM or bug-eyed monster. Now we're going to do a little half curve around the nose. See, like that. And another half curve. Now, with those half curves, we're going to shade them in. Now, we're going to do a little different today. We're going to put a straight line between the nostrils. Try to differentiate them from all the other creatures we showed. Now we're going to draw another circle inside the big circle that's a little bit smaller. It won't be a complete circle because we're not going to go over this line. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Now, here's where it gets the interesting. We're going to repeat that process again, but with a considerably smaller circular thingy. Okay, I said considerably smaller, but it's just a little bit smaller. And we're going to do the same over here. Curse these airplanes! Curse them. Okay, that's a different one. Okay, we're going to try, see how it kind of looks different. So we're going to just do another one over here and try to mirror our mistake. Which actually doesn't look so bad. Okay, now we're gonna draw a black dot here. Now, there are many ways to do the BAMs. This is just one of those ways. You can experiment at home with different ways to do the BAMs. Now, as you can see, I kind of messed up here. So what we're going to do a squiggle. Watch this. We're going to do a squiggle. I'm going to do another squiggle, attaching that squiggle. So it looked like I did that on purpose. Aha! Now, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the head. I'm going to make like a curvy curve here. A curvy curve here. A curvy curve here. And I'm going to not make this symmetrical. I'm going to make it kind of not symmetrical. Asymmetrical. See, I told you Gregor could vocabulate. And we're going to do more of these curvy curves here and kind of make it like a brain. Or like, kind of like a little fork. So it's just one line and another line. One line and another line. One line and another line. Oh, no. How am I'm gonna, I'm gonna do some lines here above the nose. Small, just small repetitive lines. Ah, okay. And I'm gonna do big teeth. Very big. The biggest teeth ever. Now, as you have, some of you might know, I like to do 2 big teeth. But these are very big teeth. Very big. Okay, gonna do another one here. Kind of has kind of a arachnid feel. Okay, I'm going to do another one. Okay, so how am I doing the teeth? I'm just doing a curve and a half triangle. See, like that. A curve and a half triangle. A curve and a half triangle. Okay, there we go. The teeth got a little smaller. Now, I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to have some upturned teeth. No, I can't make a curve because it'll overlap this teeth. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a curve, but I'm going to start at the edge of this one. And I'm not going to put my, look, I'm not putting my marker down until I get to this one to make the rest of the curve. You see how I did that? Now I'm going to do that half triangle here. Ah, having teeth pointing the other direction is kind of interesting. Now, let's do that again. We're going to do a curve. Until we get to this line, we're going to stop. We're going to pick up our thingy, and we're going to put her back down once we get to the other side. And we're going to do that half triangle here. Again. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Now I'm going to do a curvy curve here, because I think it needs it one around the eye. And a curvy curve around this an eye. Okay, but we need more teeth. Okay, so we're going to do a curvy curve and a half triangle. A curvy curve and a half triangle. A curvy curve and a half triangle. Okay, now I'm going to leave this space here because I'm going to do a tongue. And what I'm going to do, I'm just a long wagging tongue like this. I make a curve, then I make an opposite curve. Then I'm going to come up. And it really doesn't matter so much how it works because we're just going to do a thin tongue. So we're just paralleling that same line. And I understand my hand is not very steady because I ran out of space to draw. That's an amateur mistake. I'll admit to it. Whatevs. Okay, I'm going to do a half triangle and a curve here so we can do another 2. Oh, this is going to be a real uggo looking thing. So I'm going to do a curvy curve around there because his teeth, his mouth, his jawline is also the asymmetrical. Now it's starting to look good. Now I'm going to do, yeah, so how I'm going to close this, I'm going to do a curve, but I'm doing it the opposite direction. And do a curve at the opposite directions there. And I'm going to do a few of those inside the mouth, but real tiny, just to give them some details. Ah, you're starting to see, you're starting to feel it. You're starting to feel me. No, not me, but Ed. You get what I mean. Aha, it's a good ugly thing. I'm going to do a curvy line. Sometimes when you're doing an ugly drawing, the symmetricals doesn't matter so much. But I'm going to do an ear here. And this is going to be a trapezoid looking thing. And that sucks, so I'm going to just do a curve here. Okay, going to do this. So it looks more like a pentagon, but whatever I did there, I mirror it on the other side. Okay, no, it's completely asymmetrical, but I'm going to do a curvy curve inside it. and a curvy curve inside it. And so what this teaches you is a very important lesson Gregor's teaching you here. Not every drawing you're going to do is going to be a masterpiece. Some are going to be uggos, like this one. But you take life with, sometimes life gives you beautiful drawings. Sometimes it gives you uggos, and you just deal with what you got. So that's what we got today. So hopefully you did better than me. If not, at least you're progressing, maybe. Anyway, thank y'all for joining us, and take the cares.
So long, old pal, long goodbye. The hour party makes us cry. But here's one thing, you must know that you can't run with us no more. So long, old pal, so long, goodbye. Perhaps we'll meet again on high. We thought that you would always be a champion of liberty. So long, old pal, so long, goodbye. We'll meet again before we die. You absolutely nullified Mr. Barney Bear's the most famous ride. So long, old pal, so long, goodbye. We haven't even asked you the reason why. You surely didn't go back on old George, who fought so hard at Valley Forge. So long, old pal, so long, goodbye. The hour of parting really makes us cry. Give our regards to your wife and say goodbye to paradise. So long, pal. We surely hate to leave you. So long, pal.